I don't even get that at AGL. We're never even talking about how things are going great. We're just talking about the next thing we're doing and bang, bang, bang. We're not patting each other on the back. We're just tasking and knocking stuff out. And the result is more money. So it's been fruitful. When the sales are coming in and everything, and the money keeps growing, then it's working. So why stop the thing that's working?
Hey, Connor, thanks for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
No problem, Jonah. Thank you. Thank you for all
Yeah.
your help.
So, why don't you tell us a little bit about Fox Valley? Tell us a little bit about your business.
It's an inverted aerosol spray paint company. It's an industrial product. It originally started in Cary, Illinois, and was one of the first producers of the upside down spray paint, which means spray paint that sprays pointing at the ground versus pointing in the air.
Sweet. And where do you sell it?
Well, now I sell on my own website, of course, Amazon.
Cool. And out of curiosity, so it sounds like you do D2C and Amazon. Are most of the sales on your website or most of the sales on Amazon? What's the breakdown?
It used to be maybe half and half, but now it is 85% on Amazon and 15% on my website.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I know you say so. It sounds like Amazon obviously has seen a bit of an upside, which is amazing. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about what was the situation like before you started working with AGL, and yeah, what has your experience been with Amazon over the past few months to year?
Honestly, I didn't really realize the amount of growth we could have and the potential Amazon did have. I basically looked up AGL off Google and was just shopping around. I just dipped my toes in with another company for paying for ads and advertising help. And then after meeting Amazon Growth Lab and you, we grew at an exponential rate.
So, what does that look like, out of curiosity, like quantifiably? What does that look like?
We were doing about 350K a year on Amazon before that, and about 300 on my website. So we're about 650K total. And now within 2 years, we're doing $1.45 million.
Sweet. And
1.1 of that on Amazon.
Okay.
AGL.
And yeah, what were your expectations going into the partnership? Did you think that hitting 1.1 million was doable and feasible?
I didn't at the time. I thought it was a stretch, and now it works so well. I'm beyond pleased. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of my employee. I'm proud of everyone that has made us so successful.
As you should be, man. You should be very proud of yourself. And honestly, 99% of the credit goes to you. That's true. We wouldn't be working together if you didn't start a business. That's half the battle.
Yeah,
so
I appreciate the help.
You've gotten to you're saying over $1 million. A lot of people, they'll scale up, and just because you're getting more top line revenue doesn't necessarily mean you're making money. What has that been like? Have you been profitable along the way? What have your goals been?
We're making money. Our margins, I think, are about 31%, which is pretty darn good for me. And just the fact that we have doing so much more business and cash flow allows you to think bigger, allows you to think like strategically, and the little things you can change, you can actually see make a difference. It's not just like you're flailing or barely scraping by. Now I feel like I can make strategic decisions now that I have this confidence in revenue and things are pumping and buying power and everything. Just
once the business has money, you can actually start making bigger swings and bets.
Totally.
That makes sense. Exactly. So, okay, I know you say you worked with another agency before us and you were kind of just like dipping your toes in. What is, I think agencies get a bad rep. So I'm curious, what has been your experience with AGL versus working with another agency? Have they been similar? Have they been different?
Here's the thing. It was similar in some respects, but you'll know it when you get one that's working, because I kind of never felt like I clicked with the other agency a little bit personality wise and also productivity wise. They were doing it, but I didn't feel like with the tools that AGL has, with the Slack, with the constant check-ins, I feel like something's getting done all the time. Things are getting done. And my employee now can communicate with ASIF over my manager over Slack, which has been a cool tool to use. I didn't even use that before. It's just pretty much everything from getting a little catalog done to something I need quickly. I know that AGL will get it done within a day or two, and I'll be on to the next thing.
Do you feel that, okay, with Slack, how do you feel about that being the means of communication? And do you feel like
Great.
it's difficult to get a hold of us? Do you feel like communication is proactive? What's
No,
been the
I mean,
experience like?
by the time I'm done typing, you hear a little diddle, 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 beep, and Asif's already on it, or you're back on it. It's like instant. I hear it. I know exactly what it is when I hear it now, and it means productivity. It means money.
So, okay, it sounds like this past year you basically, were able to do over $1 million, bring in over 300K, from your bottom line.
Yep.
What do you anticipate will happen this year?
Well, now I think it's something that you've mentioned before. Oh, I think we should do TikTok and try other channels, things like international. I mean, I thought that it might be the end, but it's not. There's still more meat on this bone and there's still more to go. And um, I think we could probably double. I mean, now that I don't know, the sky's the limit, but I hope that we could even double that in the next 2 years would be great. I'd love to be doing $3 million in 2 years, and I think it could. I think it's going to happen if
Yeah,
it's on the same trajectory.
I totally agree. I see no reason why that wouldn't be doable. So,
That's
what other few other questions? What comes to mind when you think of, I think a lot of people debate whether or not they actually want to work with an agency, and if someone else was, debating on working with Amazon Growth Lab, what would you say to them as a piece of advice?
All right, that is a pretty good question. So I would hear from people, oh, agencies. Yeah, it's the bottom line is if it's making your business more money and growing it, and you weren't doing it before, how can you even look at it in a negative way? I mean, I have seen it not work because let's say I don't want to trash anybody here, but um, you know, you can waste money on people that aren't gonna do anything. I feel like if there's companies when they're just having meetings with you and talking about how things are going great. I don't even get that at an AGL. We're never even talking about how things are going great. We're just talking about the next thing we're doing and bang, bang, bang. We're not patting each other back. We're just tasking and knocking stuff out. And the result is more money. So as long as we're asking the right questions and doing the right things, it's been fruitful. When the sales are coming in and everything and the money keeps growing, then it's working. So why stop the thing that's working? You could keep, I had there's an accountant. I have a lot of other people on payroll and stuff. And sometimes I'm like, I don't know about that guy. He's not really producing that much. Or, this guy, we have meetings all the time, but nothing ever gets done. This isn't right still. This is wrong. And we kind of get off topic. It just doesn't seem to be like that with AGL. So I just want to keep it going.
Okay. Well, I really, really appreciate all the kind words, and let's keep it going. 2026 is going to be a big year for us.
Aloha.
Thanks, brother.